Hi friends, it's time for the theme of the week again this week. So I had a request. Someone said you should do a theme of the week about anxiety. I try to focus on this mental health stuff from a strengths-based, solution-focused perspective. So that means instead of focusing on anxiety, I thought it might be better to focus on control because I think control is related to anxiety. The more control that we feel, typically the less anxiety that we have, and the less that we feel in control, the more we feel anxious. So I thought to myself, what is things that we can control versus what we can't control? And something that we can always control is our breathing. Our breaths are very important for managing stress and being able to think critically. We got to get oxygen to the amygdala, that almond-shaped part of our brain that is responsible for that hyper arousal, survival instinct, fight, flight, or freeze. And we want to try to manage all that stuff by being able to focus on our breathing and our thoughts. So if the quality of our thoughts is no good, that's going to make us feel lousy too. So we can reframe negative thoughts once we have the awareness of what I like to call stinking thinking, okay? All right, moving on from that. So, that was a bit much, actually, for some of my clients to get. Instead of focusing on all of that, I said one thing that you can really control to a lot of my younger clients on the autism spectrum was, I said, if you can look at people when they are talking to you, it will really help you focus and pay attention to what they're saying. So that was the part B to the theme of the week. It all has to do with control and focusing on what we can control rather than things that are out of our control, because that's just going to stress us out more. The other thing that I think is we need to start having more honest discussions about mental health, and it should be kind of almost like physical health or something you can talk to your friends about, like, hey, what's going on with your mental health? Oh, I got some childhood trauma issues, so I'm still working out, or I have anxiety and sometimes I need a little support, or I get depressed and that makes it difficult for me to function sometimes. So just wanted to have that be more of the discussion, and we'll be talking more about that with the theme of the week. Have a good weekend.